guess that, what he just said there, just kind of triggered something in me. Saying, well, you're not going to let us down, James. Number one, guess what? That's where that ends. Yes, he will be the voice. Yes, we will rely on his years of experience. No, he is not intended to do all the work.
You're right.
He can't prevent your children, your friend's children, my children, your neighbor, all these people. I talked to an individual, where is he? Somewhere here. He kept rattling off, best I could figure, 8 members of his family gone west. James Moore ain't that powerful. He can't keep your children or you from going out west. This is why we never get nothing done, because somebody will step to the plate, and he's our modern-day Babe Ruth. We expect him to hit the home run. He didn't get you and me where we are today. And don't kid yourself, crew. We are as much the fault for where we sit today as some captains. We can take the pie and slice it, yeah, we can get there and argue. But do you realize, crew, for the first time, people are realizing, as crew, we hold the iron sickle.
Yeah, you do.
We hold it.
Yep.
Because there's not one vote to go without crew.
That's right.
And I'm not saying this to try to cause a rift and a strife between crew and captain. The problem has been enough. Watch what I say. But there's always been divide. Divide between buyer here, buyer, lobsterman. Divide with captain and crew. We are in crisis mode, in case nobody's noticed that. And you come here today for one reason. One of two. Some are here because they're already signed up. And they see the bigger picture, and they don't see nothing else out there that can get the job done. The other type of people who's here today are those who are curious, those who are skeptical. That was me 7 days ago. I wasn't sure. Because we've had some stuff come down the pipe. We've had promises. We've had people tell us stuff. And because it all failed, up go the walls. There's nothing wrong with that. That's natural. That's just in life. Things happen to us. We get burned, and we take the attitude, no. I'm not going to jump all into that. I'm going to, that's fine. Some of the people who aren't here today, that's not their thinking. Now, you're going to let that guy, because I'm going to tell you something what's going to happen, because it happened after the meeting in Yarmouth yesterday. And I said this very same thing. You are going to go out of this building today, and 90% likelihood, you're going to run into somebody who's going to tell you you were a fool. What the hell are you doing chasing that guy? So is that guy outside the door right now? Is he going to pay your bill, sir? Is he? Is he? You will pay your bill? No, it's not. I ain't going to pay your bills, you ain't going to pay my bills. But guess what? We stick together, we can all get our bills paid. Come on. But you got to come together on one common ideal. And right now it's called survival.
Right.
When I got in this fishery, when I was 18 years old out of school, wasn't the option that I wanted. Had hoped I'd gone to college and all that. But my grandfather took me by the side of the ear and he said, "I'll tell you something, you got 2 choices, 3 choices. There's 3 ways to survive around here. 1, get out of here, go get an education, do something else. He said the other 2 is if you decide to stay here, you're either going to work on a fish or you're going to catch a fish." So I sized it up and I said, them guys who go and catch it seem to do pretty good. So that's the option I decided to take. When I was 18 years old, Terry here is like him all my memory. Knew him then. I didn't stop and wonder if 20 years down the road, was Terry Howard going to because he went, whatever. Get off this kick about, well, if we stay in and they don't go. I think it was you. I watched the video and everything. Stood up and said, don't worry about other people, because as this thing grows, the neighbor you're thinking about, the shame of being in that situation. When at your wharf, when this thing starts building, and the majority of the people at your wharf are on board, and there's 2 or 3 renegades who think they're smart ass. We don't want to do anything stupid. You don't do violence, don't destroy people's stuff. But there's no rule saying I'm going to talk to that individual for a while. You ever been put in a position where you've been humiliated? You ever been humiliated in your life? You remember that feeling? You remember the feeling? 325, that's pretty humiliating.
You want to believe it. You want to believe it.
And are you concerned? You're concerned about somebody else. Most of us want to go home. Some got smaller kids, some got kids up. You gotta look at your children. You gotta look at your wife. You gotta look at your husband. I am a firm believer. You can choose to agree with me or you can disagree. This is a moment in history for this area. It's make or break time. No, I ain't got to agree with everything. I ain't got to agree with him on 100% of the stuff. I ain't got to agree with you. You ain't got to agree with me. But unless somebody can step up between Chester and Digby, wherever we roll here, and got a better option, I'm all ears. I ain't seen anybody stand up yet in these meetings. So you make your decision today. Oh, one other thing. My name's Troy Nickerson. I'm from Cape Island. I reside in West Side, Fishland, West Island. I came here today because I think the people of District 33 are just as important as the people in District 34. That's right, we're all common, aren't we? I don't think you board pots any different than we do in District 34. I don't think the kids were both much different. But you got to set, well, we keep saying it, words are cheap. I can tell my wife all day I love her, but I spend no money on her and I don't give her some loving. She ain't buying. She ain't buying the groceries, sorry. They're tainted. Pardon the pun. So what's it going to be, people? You're going to listen to what's outside, you're going to listen to the other fishermen, you're foolish. They ain't paying your bills. Ask them. Oh, okay, well, I'll give up on that idea, but I'm a bit behind on mortgage. Do you help me? Come back and tell me if you said yes. Just so you would get part of this association. No, I was skeptical at first myself, but I sat back and I thought real hard about things. Sometimes you got to be a team player. And the team we're talking about today is our community. So do we get together now and try to start? Because the big complaint is always, well, we wait until November, 2 weeks. Can't do something now, we're ready to start. All right. For the first time ever, we took a stand. We have decided now, January 2012, to try to correct and escape a little bit out of 2012 spring, but to set up ourselves for 2012 fall.
Don't forget the mess in 2009.
It was a big mess. That's why we said
Don't
that.
forget it caused it.
That's right. So anyway, I don't want to keep believing the point and grandstanding, but it's an emotional issue, people. It's a very emotional issue, and it affects everybody, every aspect of your community. Because if we go down, everybody else is going. It ain't going to be one of these hit parade type things, but just stop and reflect. Stop and think. Crew members $25, captains $250. James just pointed out, he's already made his money back. If we were to sell at 5, which we're not going to do. It's coming back to you. Decision's up to you. Is your community worth fighting for? Is the way of life you've known since a child and your forefathers have known, is it worth fighting? You know, a lot of boys went overseas years ago and lost lives. In the past 10 years, we've been boys back and body bag. If you don't think they don't understand, there's people in this country that didn't like what they were doing, but they said, screw you, we're fighting for the freedom of our country. A little similar concept here. We're going to have people who don't want to jump on board. Well, sometimes a good cause is worth the fight. That's a decision you have to make. I've made mine. I'm on board. For better or for worse.
The reason why we brought the crew members aboard, because we have to do that to make you skippers understand that we can't keep doing this. Want to blame anybody? Blame me. But so far, we've had 3 meetings. It's been very successful. We got a long way to go. But I'm going to tell you one thing. You're not going to be able to make a decision next year without your crew member. You're not. That is the truth. It's going to stand there as long as I'm here, hitting this thing up, this association, that will stand. We got a lot of, I don't know what you guys, but I need some help. When I call you to help, you can't turn me down. You can't. We need fundraisers. If we need fundraisers, we got to target the business people, the people who go across, the people who sell fuel, the people who sell space. We got to target Sobeys.
Tim Hortons.
Huh?
Tim Hortons making money.
All of them. Now tap two or three of them, and then bomb solid. Right? You say what we're going to do with the money. You give me the money, I want the cannery. I don't want one cannery, you fellas, I want 2.
Yes.
Not 1. Look, this is bad storm. I think we got to cut this meeting short. Let's face it, some guys just travel quite a little ways, so if anybody's got anything else to say concerning the association, joining the association, being united, and also with the 550 price, you've got to come down because I'm very ready to pull the plug. We're going to have to adjourn the meeting because the weather is not that good. And you know you're going to have a nice one before this is over. Well, I got a meeting, hopefully with the dealers on Saturday, and I'm probably going to go to the digging in the next meeting. I haven't really decided to go. I think there should be another meeting, probably the Eastern Bill.
Yeah, further east.
I mean, yeah. I want to go to digging first, I'll tell you what. I don't like the plain here. We need ground man, and we run back, and the digging boys on top. They need to join us. They need to back us up. That season starts before us, okay? And they need some help up there. They need some guidance. Now, how successful we're going to be in getting them from the board? Who the hell knows? Time will tell. In 30 days' time, we're going to have we're going to have a good idea of where we're going and where we're going to catch up with. That's what I think. It's too early to tell. You know, let's face it, we've only been in business here for a week. And we have accomplished quite a little bit. There's a lot of interest in show. Not a lot of negativities. It's been people call about blocking the causeway, people call about something to do with criminal. I'm not interested in that stuff. Not. You can't turn around and block the causeway. You can't. You get dealers mad. They get more stubborn. They dig the hills and say, no, there's a bunch of rednecks. The housing. You can't do that. And you can't do things criminal. You can't. You'll never get it. So what do you think? Heard enough? Got